This whole thing was a little suspect from the start.
How am I going to live?
Things just weren't working out at home.
5 years of work, all for nothing.
And I've got years of physio ahead of me.
I warned him.
Conflict. It affects all of us, no matter who we are or what we do. But did you know that you can resolve your own disputes and lawsuits? You can, and you can resolve them in ways that meet your needs. It is possible to walk away from a dispute or a lawsuit feeling satisfied, even happy with the result and the way you achieved it. How, you might ask? Through mediation. Mediation is simply a negotiation, which is facilitated by a mediator. Mediation really works, and that's why it's an important part of our court services. Most cases that go to mediation as part of the court's programs are resolved. Mediators are impartial and independent facilitators, trained and experienced in mediation. The mediator has a duty to remain fair and not take sides. The mediator makes sure everyone has the time they need to communicate what is important to them. They help people listen to and understand each other, even if they don't agree. Mediation promotes respect, empathy, and understanding, and it resolves disputes.
The Provincial Court of Alberta initiated its mediation program to help people solve their own cases in their own way. Mediation can be set up quickly, and that helps people to resolve disputes earlier. It also gives them the opportunity to save themselves money, time, and the work it takes to go through the court process and bring a case before a judge.
Mediation is a very effective way to solve problems. A mediator guides you through a process that helps everyone involved to consider what is really important to them, including their future needs. The mediator establishes a safe, comfortable environment where people can work together. Discussions in mediation are typically confidential unless all parties agree otherwise. Also, what is said cannot be repeated in court if a case proceeds to trial.
Mediation works by giving people a chance to discuss a dispute in detail, build a better understanding of all of the factors involved in the case, identify the things that are most important to them, and create a solution that meets their unique needs.
Going into mediation, I didn't think that we would resolve this, but I was pleasantly surprised when we did settle it. We actually listened and talked to each other.
Our mediator was very good at diffusing a stressful situation. He kept the conversation constructive and in motion.
I liked having the freedom to fully tell my side of the story.
I refer people to family mediation often, as do many of my colleagues on the Court of Queen's Bench. We'd like you to go there as a first step, unless, of course, it is an emergency.
I really appreciated the gracious way the session was conducted. We reached an agreement and an understanding that we both could support.
It allowed us to have a real face-to-face conversation and to explore some options so we could, just so we could see what worked best for the kids and for each of us.
In mediation, people get the information they need to understand how or why a dispute arose and what's needed to resolve it. Mediation can also help maintain or even improve important relationships.
Mediation is positive and empowering. Clients can maintain control over the process as it is their process. It is also less costly than other alternatives, so there are more resources left for the family.
Mediation can also be a very creative process. Often, a court can only provide limited solutions, but in mediation, people can agree on just about anything. They can look at what they want and create a unique solution to meet their own needs.
The Court of Queen's Bench encourages you to take part in alternative dispute resolution processes, including mediation. The reason for this is, quite frankly, that when you take part, you contribute to the end result and you take ownership of the consequences of your mediation. It's been our experience that you have a greater satisfaction level with the end result, and that's important to us as judges in this court.
Thanks, Alex. Pleasure meeting you.
Going to mediation doesn't just eliminate trials. It also eliminates the processes that frequently flow after trials. Those are things such as enforcing court orders or launching appeals.
Our firm's policy is to discuss with clients the possibility of using mediation on all litigation files. Mediation helps to settle most cases quickly and in a way that meets our clients' needs. It also helps me to provide excellent service to our clients at a reasonable cost.
I've been in litigation for a couple of years. This matter resolved in mediation in just one day.
As long as people approach a mediation with an open mind and are prepared to communicate, most mediations will result in a resolution.
An agreement reached in civil mediation concludes the case. People are committed to the agreements they have negotiated, and these agreements rarely fail.
An agreement reached in mediation almost always concludes a case. However, not every dispute or lawsuit is solved after mediation. But even if a case isn't resolved, many people find the process of mediation helpful. They learn more about the issues, and often they can move forward to settle the case even after the mediation is over. Most disputes are suitable for mediation, and you may request mediation for your case.
Having a face-to-face dialogue was both challenging and rewarding. Challenging because we had to explain how the situation impacted us. Rewarding because we both walked away feeling heard.
The mediation experience was worthwhile and not as stressful as I first thought it would be. You know, without mediation, we'd still be struggling with the issues.
So what are you waiting for? We invite you to consider using mediation for your case.